Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elspeth, intuitive watercolor painter, and today I am taking on quite a momentous portrait. I am challenging myself to paint the current goddess of pop, Taylor Swift. In the past, when I was trying to make it in New York as see? The cats know. The cats love Taylor. We've got Hugo the cat here. Many years ago, I lived in New York and I was trying to crack the big time as a celebrity illustrator. I figured celebrities are like the contemporary version of Greek mythical characters who have surrendered their private life for the benefit of teaching us all a lesson about morals and how to live and how not to live. And I was building my portfolio and working on black and white illustrations, and one of them was Britney Spears. And this was one of the first indications that it became really obvious to me that it's more than just painting a portrait. For 3 days, as I drew her picture, I took on her energy, and I always take a deep dive into whoever I'm drawing, and I really trying to get to the essence of who they are. Well, she was going through a nervous breakdown at the time, and I felt such compassion towards her, and I wasn't judging her, but I did feel like a total mess while I was doing her picture. And I think at that time in my life, in my early 20s, I was looking to be known as an artist. And so my reasons for doing celebrities were sort of riding on their coattails a little bit. Through their fame, I was hoping to also get work as an editorial illustrator. And it didn't pan out. I got a couple of great highlights. I was an illustrator for New York magazine. I did the horoscopes for Vogue magazine, but nothing really sustaining. And I think that that's wonderful, because ultimately it's not what I really want. I don't want to be riding on anyone's coattails. If I do a celebrity portrait now, it's so that we all have a reference point. You know what they're supposed to look like. I know what they're supposed to look like. It keeps me on my game. This is what I love about portraiture, especially when it's a very meaningful portrait, someone that's passed, and you have to get the details right because it's going to be on their wall forever. Same with celebrities. Everyone knows what they're supposed to look like, so it's my job to really zero in on the details, but also give it my creative flair. This time around, doing celebrity portraits for this YouTube channel so that we can all get in on the fun and knowing what they're supposed to look like. What I'm trying to draw out is something different that you and I don't know about them. Or maybe just draw out their essence, something that's really authentic, that we can get more resonance and understanding for who they are. This time around, I'm only picking celebrities that I admire and that are doing good and that are leading by example. So I did Kamala Harris so far. Next up, I'm doing Taylor Swift, and I'm open to recommendations. I was thinking I'd love to do David Lynch. I'd love to do people in the arts that really are here to uplift. And so today I'm working on Taylor Swift. I'm going to get right into it. A couple of things that I know about her. I'm not a fanatic fan, but I do deeply appreciate her music. My kids love her music. Taylor and I have some things in common. We're both musicians, we're both songwriters, but also we're both Sagittarians with Scorpio rising. And we share that with Edith Piaf and Maria Callas, Sagittarians with Scorpio rising. What a cool club. All right. We also love cats, obviously, but that's enough of me aligning myself with the amazing Taylor. Let's get into it. I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready for the challenge. So we're going to open the session by lighting a candle Today I picked fig and bergamot as her essence. Amethyst and quartz for intuition and clarification. All right, let's go. All right, so I started picking up just a couple of downloads prior to starting the painting. And once again, I've started with like the basis, and now I'm going to start working on the detail while I tune into her energy. I'm going to start right here with her earrings. Her earrings feel like her armor here. They are sparkly red, looks like little rubies. I'm going to start light and then go in. So here I'm picking up that her earrings are sort of part of her armor. She is really such a light force here. Really good energy. Very hard worker. This morning when I was thinking about starting her portrait, I got a sudden urge to clean. And I pick up from her that setting the tone, cleaning the space, setting the table when she's about to drop into her creative process is also very important to her. And she is quite precise. She uses the precision of a surgeon when she's going in further for clarification, picking the right words for her lyrics. Okay, Phoebe the cat has also come to say hello. Taylor is really a cat charmer. And she reminds me also of Freya the Norse goddess. She was surrounded by cats as well. It seems to be a feature of dignitaries to have an animal companion. I'm feeling red very strongly, very passionate. She's so strong in the sense of true power being quiet at times. All right, Taylor, talk to me. What is it that you want people to know? The best is yet to come. What's your role? The world needs uplifters to do heavy lifting, to balance out the darkness. And she came in like a lamb, but she's actually a lion. Her power is in the people. Her power is heart-centered. She connects to people's hearts and then connects people to their higher power, to the divine. And through all these people being connected to their own source of power and love, together we all change the world. So it's really not about her. I was also picking up yesterday when I was mentally preparing, I got the picture of Madonna at about this part in her career, like a similar stage in her career to where Taylor is. And Madonna was releasing Express Yourself, and I mean this with deep respect. I love Madonna and she did so much. She really did so much. But I feel like her own vanity got in the way. She could have done more. Taylor has come in with such purpose and she's very grounded. And even though she keeps levitating to greater heights, she's so well prepared. It's as if Taylor was Joan of Arc. And she paid a hefty price for freedom and for speaking truth and beauty before. But now, what's this color? Is it pink? I think I'm picking up pink. I'm picking up a lot of pinks and reds, and I'm just going with it. I'm not second guessing it. For a second there, I thought, gosh, that's using a lot of pink. Is this gonna be a monochromatic painting with just like all pink? But it's very heart-centered. Make no mistake, she's all here right now, and she's packed many lives into one. I feel that she's gonna have a very fulfilling, healthy, long life. She has a lot of good to do, but she's sort of quiet in the way that she moves through the world. I'm so thrilled that she's been received and acknowledged, and pretty closely to the ways that she would intend for it to be. Even with the orange menace calling her out, it helps her, because, and you know, an insult from him is a compliment, because he's rubbish. We know that. Orange for the shadow here. She's a believer. What is she a believer in? I just got she's a believer. She's a believer. I also am getting this song. Don't go. It'll soon be here. It'll be here. Better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. I'm picking up Fleetwood Mac in connection to her mum. And they have a very sacred bond that goes beyond this lifetime. You know, I think that Taylor is an old soul, and that enables her to also be lighthearted and to remind people of themselves, their true selves. This reading is nothing but love for her and support on her journey. I would say you don't realize the good that you do, but she does realize the good that she does, because she feels it all first. And ladies and gentlemen, she feels everything. She's a Renaissance woman too. Do you see how versatile she is and what a chameleon she was with switching genres? But she sort of landed and really found a home in pop. And I think that's excellent, because she can reach everyone from that vantage point. But just her and her guitar and the Tiny Desk concerts, phenomenal, really phenomenal, and so prolific. I'm very glad that she's with Kelsey. She deserves to have companionship. But I think that it's been a challenge for her to establish that. She knows who she is, and if she settles down and has a family, it wouldn't be until she's really crossed a lot of things off her list. It's like she understands motherhood, and she's been there before in another life. That memory is very close by at hand, and being responsible for 6 kids is not something that she wants to get in the way. I'm not saying that she would have 6 kids in this lifetime, but she's very in touch with her past lives. I think the biggest frustration for her is when she's misunderstood, and when she's confused with other players that have, I want to say, malintention. Is that just like a legal word that came from her lawyer? She has pure positive intention, but she also has a mission here. She's a powerful harbinger of the light. She does not want to be wrapped up and confused with other people's bad agendas and sloppy agendas. She said sloppy. She is not sloppy at all. She's meticulous. It came very close. Some of her legal battles came close to just really exhausting her. So let's cut to the chase here. Very important mission, very strong mission. And she's come with her strongest allies. She's come to bring all of her learned knowledge about why we're here, and to remind us. She's the great reminder. Focus on the light. She's the light. Focus on her. When you don't remember what to do, she's going to remind you. So she is sifting through her life experiences, and she's sharing it. She's like the crystal that hangs in front of the window, and the light goes through her and projects rainbows. She's a heavy hitter. She's not here to She's not here to take, she's here to give. I started this painting on June 11th, which happened to be a full moon in Sagittarius, which is pretty auspicious, being that Taylor Swift is a Sagittarius. So I think that's a wonderful mark of that energy going into her painting. She's here to do good, and she's here to level up the score. So many icons have come in, used up all the energy, and then spent it on themselves. Other icons have come in, been used, and spat out, taken advantage of. She's coming in, she's benefiting, she's giving it back. And the best thing that happened recently was that she bought back her masters, which is basic freedom. And I'm so thrilled for her, so thrilled. Now she has choice over how her music gets played. She gets paid for when her music gets played. She really is a true artist. And I think sometimes we can connect popularity with, you know, a mark of selling out, but she's here to really turn that on its head too. I have so much respect for her. This road has definitely not been easy, but in a way it quantifies it and makes it feel like she must be on the right road, because she also wants the authentic experience. Authenticity is very important for her. Authenticity in relationships, authenticity in her music, in her lyrics. I will say also that as someone who's still present and living, I'm very happy to report that it's a little bit tricky to access her energy. And the reason why I'm very happy about that is because when I was painting Britney Spears, when she was having her big crisis, it was way too easy to access her energy. In fact, I wasn't prepared for it, and it affected my energy too, and it made me feel sick. I have a lot of compassion for Britney, and maybe I'll do an updated portrait just to send her some healing energy. Because, you know, these people, they come forth with a mission, and sometimes part of the mission is to demonstrate what not to do. But it's a hard journey. That's like, if you think of your life as living art, oh my God, what a performance piece. For Taylor, it's not the riches. It's a natural byproduct, of course, of expanding your energies. That's the product of someone very successful, is their energy. It's very pure. And it's like Wi-Fi, basically. Taylor is the Wi-Fi. That might have to be the title of this one. Taylor is the Wi-Fi. What do I mean by that? She wanted to be accessible by everyone, to everyone, and not for herself, but so that everyone could get the energy. She's giving everyone energy, good, clean energy. She's also a goofball, I'm picking up. She's goofy. She's a little nerdy. And she adores her cats. All right, tell me something that is not obvious, that is not just obvious to anyone who looks up Wikipedia, please. All right, Taylor. What would you like to share with me, the humble painter doing your portrait right now? It's up to us to choose our own adventure. I'm simply living by example. I want women to know, I want femmes to know. And the struggles are also important for them to see too, so they can see what victory looks like. Hell yeah. It's not just about winning against someone else. And I made that point clear when I settled that one dispute for $1 and I sued him for $1. It's the principle that counts. Oh my gosh, that's the word. Principle. It's the principle. I want more time. I want more fun. I want more lighthearted. I want to feel the lighthearted spirit myself. It's been very hard going. I'm not complaining. I chose and I volunteered for this very strategic, very, I want to say like an obstacle course of a life and career. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I'm just so grateful and blessed and just so besotted with my fans. They fill my heart. And it's really a humble thank you letter in return to be able to cheer them up and cheer them on. That's my job. I don't have much more to share. Short and sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Just being in her energy right now feels so glorious. I feel like I'm in an effervescent, sparkling fountain. She's very high beam, high vibration. She's professional. And again, I'm seeing Madonna in her power suit. Madonna must have been a powerful, influencing character for her. I think that her mum, I'm connecting Fleetwood Mac with her mum and like them being in a car. I also see those shutters, I think they're called louvers, on the back of a, I'm seeing like a creamy sort of white car like from the 80s with the louvers on the back window and a cigarette and tight white jeans and poofy blonde hair. Okay, I'm seeing her mum before she had Taylor. In a way, she wishes she could connect to her mum in that same way of like relating, of being like a young mum. Interesting. They're like friends. They're like soul buddies. Wow, really strong way. So there's an uncle in there. Bit of a, on her mum's side, her mum's brother. Yeah, I'm seeing a kind of a burly guy. Mother's brother, beloved. In some heart and cholesterol issues. Strong guy, stocky. Really jubilant, jolly. Her mum was close to her brother, and I feel misses him. Oh my gosh, the pride of her parents. And Taylor is close to her dad too. She's very loved and supported, and that gives her the strength to carry on with purpose. She's not excited or curious about drugs and being wild. She's not rebelling against, she's not needing her freedom. She needs her freedom, but she's here with a mission. She's here to instruct. She's here to teach by example, going to the greatest heights that love and luck will allow. And she's rocking it. She's really feeling her powers and her pain. She's an alchemist, and she transforms pain into power for everyone, for other people to benefit from. You know, she channels her personal pain into a tool, a utensil of power that can be used by anyone. Sort of like she's patenting little tools that the wider community can use to help unlock the nuts and bolts in their own emotional paralysis. She dives deeply into her feelings with curiosity like a scientist or a detective. And she dissects and really analyzes. She has such precision. That word keeps coming up like with a scalpel to get to the crux of it so that she can use it to help to like seedling something else. She's a giver and she has an endless well. Her greatest wish is to give each and every one a moment of pure joy, distilled down to its purest form. Pure joy. The joy of living. Transcending the nonsense. All right, with that, I think I'm gonna end here. Come on, Hugo. Oh, I'll show you a gorgeous face. I feel like it's only... What do you think? What do you think? How's this going? Do you think that Taylor would approve? Yeah, he would snuggle up to her, he says. Wow, what an absolute pleasure to be graced by her presence. Even just doing her portrait fills me with energy, and it's amazing that she's still like only not even halfway through her life, like a third of the way through her life, and she has so much more to do. And she's here in this time on purpose, for right now, to be a contrast and to really hold the torch. She is our living Statue of Liberty right now, and she's untouchable. And we, her community, we're gonna keep her safe. We're gonna keep her glowing. Isn't that right? Is it time for a snack? It's time for another snack. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you, and thank you for humoring me with this whimsical, entertaining little insight that we took into an amazing and incredible natural living pop icon right now. She is the cultivation of so many masters that came before her. I can feel Andy Warhol as part of her troupe. Liz Taylor, I mean, she's got a wealth. She's got an embarrassment of riches when it comes to energy and supporters and life force coming through her. Well done. She has really mastered her craft, and I can't wait to see what the future brings for her. All right. Much love to you, Taylor, and much love to you, friends out there. Let's keep this conversation going. All right, let me know in the comments who you'd like me to paint next.